It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hello, hey, what's happening, everybody? Mic check, I'm taking a look. Yes, mic check, real good. It is the Geno Jones Show. It's the Tuesday after Mother's Day. I hope you had a great Mother's Day. In case you missed me, we had some audio issues last night. I'll just raise my hand and keep it moving. So we're good tonight. Now this week, a programming note from the top. Now, of course, 7:30, normally 5 Monday through Friday. However, the South Carolina Stingrays are in the playoffs. I am their hype man, the in-game announcer, just think a much better looking version of Flavor Flav. No shade to Flav, but just think a much better looking version of Flavor Flav at a hockey game without the clock and Chuck D. That's me. So anyway, so they have a home game on Wednesday and a home game on Friday. So there'll be no live show on Wednesday and Friday. And then next week will be a short week because it is my birthday week. Taurus is stirred up. Speaking of birthday, we got a little special birthday person coming on the show shortly. But here today, Tuesday and Thursday, we'll be live 7:30 p.m., 6:30 Central Time. Chi-Town, stand up, everybody, on the West Coast, live in Los Angeles and Las Vegas, 4:30 in the afternoon. Okay, let's get it going. I got my guests coming back. So you got a chance to meet Juliana Mickle. I know I pronounced her name right, because she'll nod, right? I got it right, Juliana. And my man Marlon Brown, we had a great conversation. Don't worry, we're going to have it on camera too. And the birthday girl, she's still celebrating. Technically, it was like 24 hours ago, but she's still celebrating. Y'all know who it is. But if you don't, you're going to see her. You're going to see her on camera. All right, so the way to get people's attention with money and power is to dig in them pockets. I've been saying this for years. I've been doing this show 5.5 years. The way to get people's attention with money and power, the way to get people's attention who don't respect your money, they disrespect your money, that they disrespect you and your family, your culture, your community, they don't value you, they don't value your money. They want to steal or just straight up strong arm take your power and your voting rights, your civil rights. The way to get their attention is multiple ways. And one good way is to dig in them pockets. And a second way is to show up. I mean, really show up for yourself, show up for each other. Shout out to the seniors, to the graduating class of 2026. I want to shout out the entire class all across America of 2026, the entire graduating class, but a big and a special shout out to the South Carolina State University Bulldog class of 2026. The seniors, they really stood up for themselves all last week. You saw me in the week before that, just talking about how basically the president, Mr. Conyers, Mr. Alexander Conyers. Yeah. I don't know. Listen, I don't have access to his bank account. I don't have his PIN number. So I don't know I'm only speculation. I don't know why he decided to put someone who is a proud, avowed nationalist, MAGA cult, and stands for all the racism and the bigotry and the misogyny and sexism and hatred. She's full chest, no sports bra, full chest, 10 toes down with MAGA. And called those young people, called them a mob, a woke mob. See, if she understood the history of woke, the term woke came out, I'd say in maybe the 20s and 30s, our ancestors came up with a term, you need to be awoke. That meant be aware of your surroundings, because they had to live through Jim Crow, where they were lynching people. They were lynching people and having what they called a picnic. Now, the term picnic, how did they come up with that word? What's the origin? What's the story behind the word? How did that word derive? Picnic was just shortened. It was a phrase that was shortened for pick a N-word, hence picnic. They would have picnics. They would leave church on Sunday morning, praising God and the Lord. With the kids with their little Sunday suits on and Sunday bests, and the little girls with their dresses and the little socks. I don't know about you. Back in the day, my sisters, my grandmother and my mother, they used to have the socks that had like the little ruffles on the bottom with the little white shoes. And they had their little dress, and on Easter, they'd have their gloves to match. They were leaving church in their Sunday best with food and drink, watching a black person be hanged. So fast forward to, I'm just sharing all that, just fast forward it. So the way to get people, and Miss Pamela Yvette, that same energy that we're looking at in 2026, that same hatred, the same, not just an attempt to take away voting power, voting rights, the open racism, the open misogyny and sexism and misogynoir, which is a phrase, relatively new phrase. Misogynoir is sexism and racism. So black women deal with misogynoir because they have to deal with racism and sexism. And Pamela Yvette, the current lieutenant governor who's running for governor, she was trailing in the polls. So I guess she said, I'm trailing in the polls. I'm like third or fourth. I need to lean into this racism. Because one thing about racism, that train, unlike the red line, unlike the Dan Ryan, the train going to 95th Street in Chicago, or the D train in New York City, or like MARTA, that train going to the airport, that racism train, that train ain't never late. It ain't never late. That train is always gonna show up. So the lieutenant governor apparently said, let me lean into this really deep, hardcore MAGA. Seemed to work for her in the polls. But the students in South Carolina said, wait a minute, hold on, hold my cap and gown. Hold my cap and gown, hold my program, all right? What we're not gonna do, you are not come to the school when you said, you called DEI a scam, and you're gonna come to a historically black college and university. 1896, founded. Yeah, and you're gonna call it a scam? When the state of South Carolina actually owes South Carolina State University $500 million. Yeah, $500 million. Yes, they do. You didn't know that. You can find it. You can find it. As a matter of fact, the Biden administration's Department of Education did a study, went back only 30 years. Now, they just went back 30 years. In 30 years, they found out that the state of South Carolina basically hadn't given South Carolina State University $500 million they were supposed to get. So just imagine, that was just going 30 years back. School was founded in 1896. Jesus, the state don't even have no money to give South Carolina State all the money that they have cheated them out of or denied them out of. But I digress. So I'm bringing it back. People with bigotry, hatred, misogyny, sexism, the way to get people's attention with money and power is to dig in their pockets and to take your political power and take theirs by showing up for yourself. And I mentioned the students at South Carolina State University because they stood up for themselves. They're like, no, you are not coming to speak at our commencement. Your values, which are not, they're not even values. Your inhumanity, you're leaning into hate and inhumanity and bigotry and the racism and all the other. That doesn't align with our morals of compassion, empathy, humanity, and decency. So there's nothing, well, she's a successful business. No. She don't even see them students as human or equals. Not at all. I don't know what, first of all, she didn't invite herself. Hello, President, once again, President Conyers, but this monologue is not about that. This monologue is about when we step into our power, when we show up for each other, when we show up for ourselves, because you can't show up for each other, you can't show up for anybody else until you can show up for yourself. Show up for yourself. And if for some reason you don't want to show up for yourself, show up for somebody that you love, somebody that you would put your life on the line, somebody that you would die for. Show up for your mother, for your grandmother, for your father, your grandfather. Show up for your kids, your nieces, your nephews, your little first cousin that you're crazy about. Show up for your neighbors. Show up for your fraternity and sorority brothers. And then eventually show up for your own damn self. And that's what those students did. Now, there's a National Day of Action this Saturday. All roads lead to the South. It's going to be in Montgomery, Alabama, talking about what all these states that have basically, they have redrawn. I mentioned it yesterday, but my audio was bad. You hear the term redistricting. Redistricting, redistricting is basically we are going to go and redraw the boundaries of these U.S. congressional districts for the U.S. House of Representatives. Now, South Carolina, they were getting in on the act. The South Carolina House of Representatives were like, hey, hello, yes, let's do it. We passed it. Now, ironically, today, the South Carolina South Carolina Senate voted not to pass that. Now, hold on before you get excited. It's not because these colonizers love black folks, because that's not it at all. Now, here, the governor who's leaving, Governor Foghorn Leghorn, as I call him, Governor Henry McMaster, that that brilliant mind, just so articulate and well-spoken. I'll stay there, son. I'll stay. Foghorn Leghorn. So just imagine a redneck version of Foghorn Leghorn. Like if you're under 50, you remember like Bugs Bunny and Friends, the cartoons used to come on Saturday morning, and one of them was like the big rooster, Foghorn Leghorn. I'll stay there, son. What you doing there, boy? More redneck, more country-sounding version of Foghorn Leghorn is Governor Henry McMaster. But the word on the street was he wasn't really down with that. But the point I'm trying to make, I lead you to the National Day of Action. Oh, by the way, there's going to be a South Carolina Democratic Forum for Governor this Friday at the Greater St. Luke AME Church. Two of the gubernatorial candidates, that's running for governor out here that are confirmed are Dr. Jermaine Johnson, it's a brother right here in South Carolina. He's in the he's either in the State House or State Senate. And then we've got a guy named Billy Webster who was in the Clinton administration. There's another guy named Mullins McLeod. I don't know if he's going to be in there. That's for everybody here in South Carolina. But the National Day of Action is going to be in Montgomery, talking about things that we can do. And one thing I've been talking about, I'll just keep it short because I want to bring my guest on. For 30 years, I have been calling for our talented black athletes, male and female. It's like, y'all really need to just go to these HBCUs. Because there was a time when you could only go to HBCUs because these predominantly white, as they call them, PWI universities, didn't want you. They didn't want your kind. Especially in the Southeastern Conference. The South, I'm in South Carolina. University of South Carolina in the SEC. Georgia, the Georgia Bulldogs, the Florida Gators, Ole Miss Rebels. They straight, the old, you can't get a more racist symbol than this old rebel dude, old Confederate dude, and that's like the mascot. You got LSU, and you got Alabama, Roll Tide, and Auburn University, in Tennessee, Rocky Top, Tennessee. Now you got some other teams that were not originally part of the SEC, Texas and Texas A&M, Missouri, but they were not. But the real Confederate states, South Carolina and Georgia and Florida and Louisiana, LSU, and Alabama with two teams, Alabama and Auburn University. And in Tennessee, the University of Tennessee up in Knoxville, Rocky Top. So all these states that have voted to basically completely strip black voting power by, as they call it, chopping up, stacking it, and packing this. For an example, here's the best example. City of Memphis, where I worked for 8 years before I came here. The entire city of Memphis was one part of one big district and surrounding suburbs. So what the colonizers did, what these racists did in Tennessee, the governor and then the folks that were part of the state legislature, they carved the city of Memphis. They cut that district up into 3 pieces and put each piece with an area that was predominantly white. So maybe each district now, maybe 12 to 15% of the district is black now. To where, like, Memphis is the blackest city in Tennessee, one of the blackest cities in the world. I think the black population of Memphis is somewhere right around 60%. Easy, probably a little more. I'm probably off because I haven't been there since 2005. So, real simple. For all these states, all these southern states that have basically, they had stripped the political power and yes, well, you know, black people can still vote, but you have basically nullified their vote. You had stripped them of their power to have their people to represent them, their interests, and their morals, and you did it intentionally. And you hope to discourage them, and they say, well, tap out, why vote? No, we got to reverse engineer this thing. But go back to the beginning of the monologue, the way to get people's attention with money and power. So to all the black athletes, football, basketball, track, all the SEC teams, they got something called a transfer portal. So long, baby. Bye-bye, Alabama. Bye-bye, Georgia Bull. Sorry, Gamecocks. Dawn, Coach Staley, I love you. Now, I noticed South Carolina State, they said, well, hold on. Well, we don't want to, now, the House members of the House, they want to take away your voting rights, but hold on. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. If students, young men, young women, if these states don't want you to vote, they don't want you to have voting rights, they don't want to have your family, your friends, people to look like you, if they feel that you shouldn't be represented, that you should have no political power and political representation, that means they don't want you. They want to use you and make money off you. Because you can get that money elsewhere. You can go, Big Ten got schools from the Midwest. You got the Southern Cal, University of Southern California, UCLA. Big Ten got schools. The Big Ten probably got about 20 schools now. It used to be just the Midwest, but now it's crazy. So you got Oregon. So it's like the Big Ten is like the Big 30 now. What the hell are y'all doing? But my point is, don't bother. Let these states know. And hello, before I bring my guest on, to the folks that's running the Essence Festival in New Orleans, Louisiana is like, they like ground zero for this redistricting and taking it, because they've already done it. They've already changed the districts to where now there's no black voting district. Black folks spend a lot of money at Essence Fest, and we've been doing it for over 30 years, because I've been there several times. I think it's about time to move the Essence Festival to someplace else. All right, let me bring my guests on. They've been really patient. So there's a spot here in the LowCountry, as we call it, South Carolina, our Charleston area, the LowCountry. And I had this beautiful brother and sister on about a month ago, talking about and the history behind this joint called the Juke. And it's a very interesting story, and I'll let him share some of it. And also, returning as my guest co-host, returning to celebrate her birthday, which was officially on May 11th. She is still in that birthday glow. Let's go, Taurus. Look at her. She got the hair. Oh, you real fancy. She real birthday fancy. She got it braided, twisted to the side, and then she got it like she done curled the ends up there, Juliana, and look at her. She just, and with the matching frame, she just real, but the matching, look at the matching nail. Girl, come on. That's how we do it, Taurus. Let them know.
Yeah, so that's how we do it.
We have from the Juke, we have Juliana Mickle, my man Marlon Brown, and the birthday girl, Miss Christy K-Love Baxter. Hello, family.
What's going on?
Hey. All right, listen, I'm tired of talking. I thank you guys for being so patient, but it's just we're living in some really important times, and I think it's important that we know our power and that we lean into our power. And people wouldn't be working so hard to take our power if they didn't realize how powerful we were. So we got to bet on ourselves and each other. Because if we do that, nothing can stop us. We need to show up in numbers, because I think what's happening with this redistricting is going to piss off a lot. Even folks that was on the couch. Some of the brothers and sisters on the couch, wait a minute, hold on. Because the worst thing you can do to somebody, especially to us, is black people, because we've had to fight for so much. And once we get something, and you just talk about, you just gonna take it, and then you gonna try to gangster, just like snatch it up. Oh no, we're not doing that. No. So now, maybe I was gonna sit it out. Maybe I was like, oh, the two wings are the same. Oh, but now, okay, so this is what you're doing? Okay, guess what? I'm gonna show up, and I'm gonna bring a party bus. I'm gonna act like we going to the Essence Festival or the NBA All-Star Game or Super Bowl party. Or like the girls trip, like the movie Girls. We coming with the church bus loads full of folks showing up to vote early on the first day. We ain't gonna wait till Election Day. Election Day is gonna be the very first day they say you can vote. See, that's how you gotta show up. You gotta overwhelm the system. You gotta get people, as we growing up on the south side of Chicago, you gotta get people off you sometimes. It's like a bully. And the only way, the only thing the bully understands, you gotta get that bully up off you. You don't want to do it. My grandfather said, never start a fight, always finish it. I'm not going to bother you, but if you come up on me, the bridge of your nose might be somewhere in your magdigula or whatever the part of the brain, cerebellum or what, cerebellum, I'm mispronouncing that name, but it'll be somewhere up there. Yeah, maybe up there, where that hypercalamus. I'm not a neurosurgeon, but you get the point. The bottom line is, sometimes you have to let people know that you are serious. And the way to do it is to dig in their pockets and to build your own community, which leads me into what you guys have been doing, Marlon and Juliana, because you have built it and you are continuing to build it. First, give us an update. How was the last event at the Juke? I know it was fabulous. Unfortunately, I had a hockey game. I shouldn't say unfortunately, but yes, I was working that night. I had the hockey game, so kind of give us an update.
Juliana, I'll let you take that.
Yeah, it was a ball. We had so much fun. This Juke, we did something a little different, this most recent one, and we had a live art performance. So traditionally we have live music. We have a band that's local, which always comes and shows out. And that varies monthly. We have a featured chef, and then we have an artist But this artist decided to perform live art where he incorporates some fire and acrylics and really neat stuff. He grabbed a member from out of the audience and literally made his portrait, his artwork based off her. His name is Cole Peace, Kolp, and then the word peace. And he's actually being featured in the Gibbs Museum right now until the 24th of the month. So definitely everyone highly recommend all of his artwork is rooted in LowCountry, not just culture, but struggle. And I would say even the ability to overcome. It's really, really beautiful pieces. But that was wild. Everybody loved it. I gobbled it up. It was really neat to see.
Cold piece. And I know the food was off the chain. I don't have to even, that goes without saying.
We gonna eat now. We always gonna eat good.
That's part of the celebration.
Yes.
Food, libation, and music, art, that's all part of the culture.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, I think that I took it for granted with we're gonna do music, we're gonna do food, we're gonna have libation, it's gonna be a good time. But the part that warms my heart is when there's kids out there just fishing in the water, running around enjoying each other.
You did tell me that. Yeah,
like, it's more like a family cookout than a festival. It's like it's beautiful.
How many people did you guys have?
So we do a horrible job at counting, but also, so I would say it was probably about 120 people. Around.
Okay. Yeah. How many people can the grounds hold?
Oh, I think we could probably get 500 to 700 out there if we wanted to.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what we're gonna do next. We definitely, we definitely gonna do that. Yeah. All right. So what's next?
All right. So the next Juke is May 30th. May 30th, we have he calls himself Sang Tommy. He did at the Moja Festival, he did a Frankie Beverly tribute. It was packed out there on I don't remember what street it was on, but it was near right off of King.
So wait, Marlon, did you say Sang like S-A-N-G, Sang Tommy? That means he can sing. There's a difference between singing and singing. So he sang Tommy. All right, that means, boy, you better be able to sing, because you can't have a name like Sang Tommy and can't sing. Isn't that right, Caleb?
He can. He can, and it's 2 A's in it. Sang Tommy, that boy can sing.
Oh,
that boy
sang. Oh, he like that, huh?
Yeah, you got.
He is.
You got to sing the name.
Marlon is absolutely correct. He was at Moja, the Moja Block Party on Ann Street downtown, and he did Frankie Beverly tribute. It was everything. I still got them videos on my phone. He was amazing.
Wow,
absolutely amazing. Yeah.
All right.
So we got him live on stage. We got an artist called the Art of Bing. Art of Bing. He's a young, upcoming artist, painting artist. He's gonna have all his prints. His prints are gonna be all over the grounds, and then he's gonna be doing a live interview, just to talk about his journey and art and all that stuff. Because we're about more than just music, but all types of art. So the Art of Bing is gonna be there.
Hey, let me Marlon, let me pause you just for one reason. Because as you're talking, I'm thinking, can people who attend the event, can they purchase the art from the artist that's there? Oh, good.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll quickly interject. That's a really neat thing with Bing is his name is Demetrius Bing, and his art name is Art of Bing. He's bringing out prints for purchase, and then he's going to bring out some original pieces as well. So for the art lovers, there's going to be something for everyone to really meet them where their buying power is. So definitely, we're really excited about that.
Now, Marlon, did you say is he going to be creating some of the art in real time at the event?
He doesn't do real time like Cole Piece does.
Okay.
But he'll have a lot of his pieces out there. Yeah.
Okay.
Because Cole Piece, he's a whole different. I won't say
whole different vibe.
Yeah, a whole different. Like we played probably, it was a playlist. It's probably 7 songs, and during those 7 songs, he created a whole piece.
Wow.
Yeah,
and it got purchased it immediately got purchased because it was based off of this guest that was there. So somebody purchased it real time too. The really neat thing about Demetrius, though, they're equally as talented, but just in completely different realms. Demetrius's artwork, it's abstract, and you look at and you're like, I need to know the story. What is going on here? It's deep, it's intriguing, the color palettes are amazing. So I know our guests. I know that our guests that have been before are gonna love it, and then I'm confident it's gonna bring in an entire gaggle of people that have never been to the Juke that follow him and want to purchase his artwork. He's actually we're gonna do a live interview with Demetrius Bing and a young lady from the Geechee Salon who goes and interviews artists that are all low country, all natives. She interviews them, and so their interview will be at 7:00 on May 30th.
Now, where's that interview going to be seen?
They're at the Juke. They will be on the stage. So as soon as the band.
Okay. I didn't know if you guys are going to stream it on social media or something.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to do that as well.
Yeah, you do. Yes. Yeah.
I love the idea of people missing out. Fear of missing out does a lot. So they need to be there if they really want to see it.
Yes, but it could be a great way of them knowing, finding out.
That's true.
Listen, with the doom scrolling, somebody, hey, wait a minute, what? Oh, I didn't know about that. So
that's true. Yeah. That's true. Good point, Geno.
Marlon, go ahead. I didn't mean to pause you there, but I just wanted to make sure because I'm thinking about my family, especially Damaris. She is that, and then my youngest daughter. Yeah. That vibe with the whole artsy vibe is their sweet spot. So and then cuisine. So two things that are really their sweet spot: art and cuisine. The only thing that's missing is craft. Some crafting for Mother's Day. One of the things I got her, sent her to this pottery class where they were making these, with the little thing to spin around, and you're making these pots, and so. But she loves it. So that, like anything artsy like that, so she could see some art and like, oh, can I buy that? So that's great to know that people can do that.
So Geno, I was about to tell her to talk about the cuisine real quick, but I do want to say, like, Juliana sent me this video this morning. It was talking about Charleston, New Orleans, and Savannah, and I have the unique experience. My mom's from Louisiana, but my dad's from here, from Charleston. And so I've experienced both cultures. And I've always thought about, like, New Orleans people they seem a little bit different. Like, it's something about New Orleans where I go to New Orleans and I'm with Black people in New Orleans, and they feel like it's part of the city. They feel like they belong to the city. They feel like their culture, like second line still going on. There's brass bands on this street. And this guy broke it down so plainly. He said the difference between New Orleans and Charleston is the city of New Orleans built all their tourism and their commerce around what the indigenous people had built.
Yes.
They embraced second line, they embraced Mardi Gras, they embraced gumbo, they embraced and in Charleston, they rebranded our culture. They don't call it Geechee food. They call it soul food. They call it Southern food. The experience of driving down Highway 17 when I was a kid, I took it for granted, with all the sweetgrass baskets all over the whole highway. It was the most beautiful display of a cultural tradition that I took for granted and then was gone. I grieve about it. And so now I'm thinking, I thought the Juke was an experience where we can live music and enjoy things. But now I'm thinking, I want this to be a place where I do my part and conserve and preserving Gullah Geechee culture. I don't want to call it soul food. I want to call it Geechee food. I want to call it Gullah food. I want to have what you talk about. I want to have classes where we learn how to make sweetgrass baskets, where we learn how to make frog stew, where we learn how to because that's gonna die. Even with me, I felt guilty. I did a crabbing video just yesterday. We did a crabbing video to kind of show how we used to crab back on Johns Island when I was a kid. I never took my kids crabbing. I then came to the suburbs and forgot my culture. I don't like it. And I want to figure out how to make the Juke something that we can tap back into what Gullah Geechee culture is, because it's so watered down and it makes me so sad.
Well, I think you just spoke it into existence. You just said it out loud. One thing I would add to it, and Kate, I'm gonna let Kate jump in because I can read her face. You hit a note with her. you hit a note with the culture. Make sure that you are recording it. You know, I'm sure you already do. You have your own video team. Document all of this, because nobody's going to tell your story better than you, and people will see. K-Love and Juliana, Marlon was nice about it. He talked about that. What was the word? What the word you used?
I said rebranded.
Rebranded. Okay, I'm gonna translate. They stole the shit. That's what they really did. So I'm gonna say it because he a nice guy. He's a business. He won't say it. My name is on the mark. I can say it. Y'all stole the shit like you stole everything else. Like you stole the Louis Vuitton. Yeah, that low. Oh, you didn't know that pattern, that LV pattern, you didn't know it came from Africa. That's a whole different story. You can Google or Chat GPT or Gemini or Copilot or Ask Aisha. Do that and find that out. So, but I would definitely. See, I could have did that Kevin Hart roast, but no, I'd have cut somebody out like Cheryl Underwood did. I'm gonna talk about that. Kate, we're gonna have to talk about that because yeah, she had to chin check somebody. You know, it's like, but I don't want to get distracted with that. But yeah, sometimes you gotta chin check somebody. It's like, hey, hold on now. So but record it. I know you got your video team. Make sure you document it for your children, unborn grandchildren, unborn great grandchildren, so they can pass the story on. They can tell their own story, and they can tell it the right way without somebody coming in from Hollywood or wherever or from Europe coming in like vultures and pirates trying to steal the culture, figure out a way to monetize it. No, so you are spot on with that, and anything I can do to help you with that, I can do it. Kay, where were you going to jump in? Did you had a question, or you wanted to just add on to something?
Listen. First of all, cousin, that was something to hear you put it that way. I think for me, what really hits now after hitting this milestone of 50 and looking back and remembering the days of yesteryear and seeing how much things have changed around here, and it makes me sad. And so when I heard, I don't know why, the two words that jumped out at me when he said rebrand and he said, and it makes me sad, it hit me so hard. Like it really hit me hard because he ain't lying. He's not lying. Yeah, Geno, you said it a little bit more.
I told the truth. No, you can call it ghetto if you want. I told the truth.
I said gangster. I said you said it more
gangster, ghetto, whatever it is. Y'all can tell.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
Look here.
Rebranding, like
I ain't saying you can tell the truth. I didn't say
right. No, I'm saying like the Europeans rebranded America.
Yes, I understand what you're saying.
Columbus discovered America. At first, he never made it to the shores. But how can you discover something? That's like me coming to K-Love's house, or Juliana, your house, or Marlon. This is nice. I discovered this house. Who's in here? Oh, y'all gotta go. I discovered this. That's what.
You know, I think it's actually more nuanced, which makes it more in my mind more difficult. So they decided to steal it after they watered it down because they didn't think it was important. They didn't realize it was important. So this city, Charleston, I used to say, like, you could throw a dart at a restaurant and have great food. I don't care where you go. And maybe in the early 2000s or whatever, maybe even like, but now when they kicked everybody out of, well, not kicked it, when they gentrified everywhere,
that part,
they had no thought of how this culture shaped tourism.
And they kicked him out. They kicked him out. See, Marlon is such a nice dude, K-Love. His parents raised him right.
But he's saying it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I ain't really that nice, but
just on camera, he's not.
well, I'm trying to be, this thing made me like want to write a think piece. That's how thoughtful I've tried to be about this. Not like really like, let me just go off on people because I can do that too. But
we love that. Caleb, talk to Cuz. You family, Marlon. You just be you. Let it rip.
Yeah.
I ain't look.
Like-
I'm not gonna censor you. I'm gonna be your hype man. I'm gonna amp you
He
up.
is. He is, Marlon. He ain't lying. Like if you
believe
go there, he got you. He right there with you. Right there with you.
I definitely believe him. But the thing is, man, it's like like I said, it's a little bit nuanced because I don't think they knew how important the culture was to the city.
No.
When they
Absolutely.
first started. And then when tourism started to fall off, now I got to do something with this culture, with this history. But now it's watered down. Now you're not getting the real version of it. And
Right.
it's so trash to me. And Charleston people defend Charleston. Like you can see it on social media. They defend Charleston because they know the real Charleston. But then when people come here, they don't get the real Charleston and they be like, what was the hype about Charleston? Because they're not getting the real Charleston. And I'm like, man, we got to fix that.
Yeah.
Well, listen, that's Juliana. Jump in. I love everything you just said, and that's so important. And to me, it's clear that you guys are doing this with the Juke because the impression that I get, it seems like every event, and from the last conversation we had, you guys, it's like a cake. You add another layer. Am I right, Juliana? With it, you add more and more layers.
I think it's that we're discovering more layers. Like you had mentioned earlier, preserving, Marlon, making sure that these things are documented to preserve our voice and our stories. And I go on the land sometimes just to unbox, and I unbox things that we need for the next Juke. And I have a conversation with the man that lives 2 houses over. And there's a different story and there's a different voice. And all of these voices need a vertical to be expressed. All of these stories need to be preserved. My kids are half Caribbean, and in Jamaican culture, they have these stories called Anansi stories. And they're basically the story of this spider and how she very wittily overcomes all these things, anything that's thrown at her. But they're teaching you parables of like life. And I told Marlon, I was like, I want to find the Gullah Geechee and Nancy story. And I want, when the kids that come on the land, there's a story time where there's an elder reading these stories or speaking about these things. These are imperative. It's not even for us. It's not for my kids or my great grandkids. It's for my great great grandmother that I never got to meet.
Yes.
who had those stories, and I didn't get to meet her, so she didn't get to give those to me. It's the people that came before us, who have a voice too, that I feel it's our duty to provide a venue for. And then I'll just quickly add a little tidbit. I think what Marlon's saying is nuanced, but it's even more nuanced than that. I actually believe that these folks realized that tourism it would need our voice, and they needed time to study us and figure out a way to make it palatable. So I don't think that it's that they found that they couldn't do it without us. I think that it was the soft launch of, here goes a pineapple outside your door. Why is that there? Here goes sweet tea. Why do we have sweet tea? It's similar to like rice. They realized we can't do this on our own, but how can we do it with them without fully involving them? And that's where I think that we're at, is that they learned us. They learned how to replicate us in a way, not replicate us, they learned how to imitate us. As the video that Marlon's referencing, very performative, right? Doesn't feel like it touches anybody's soul because it's a performance. So I think that's where we're at right now. We have to take back that ownership to where nobody has to perform. This is as authentic as Marlon being raised crabbing. It's as authentic as why we drink sweet tea. It's all of those things have a rhyme or reason. We don't do anything just because.
They stole the culture, and then they bootlegged it. but you can tell it was a knockoff. It wasn't the original.
Somebody walked right by the screen in the middle.
The zipper breaks after you carry the bag twice, and the letters ain't lined up, and the stitching is all off, and you know they can't duplicate that. But to Juliana, just to what you said, to just amplify the point that you just made, and I don't even know if you are aware of this. You may be. So the basically one of the masterminds, Project 2025, which was this 922-page booklet that they put online and everything, that basically had the blueprint to create, by through legislation, to codify in law, a new Jim Crow 2.0. Everything. Get rid of the Voting Rights Act. Have mass firings of federal employees because there's a disproportionate number of federal employees that were black and black women, but a lot of black men too. Just all, executive order. The first executive order, Orange Hitler said, was DEI was like illegal now. It's if you were getting federal money, but if you had any DEI programs, you would lose the money and all that. And one of the very first executive order he signed, Orange Hitler signed, was to basically allow any government contractor. So if you had a business, Juliana, or you, Marlon, had a business, a contract, your business with the federal government, you could legally segregate the business. You could have literally, and that was in writing. First executive order. But to the point you were making, Juliana, this guy, Kevin Roberts, who was like one of the architects of Project 2025, got a bachelor's degree, got his master's degree, got his PhD studying African American history, specifically slavery. So his thesis for his master's was studying slavery in Virginia. His dissertation for his PhD was he had studied slavery in Louisiana. And so he took that and remixed it, twisted it in a very evil, diabolical way to kind of have a blueprint, copy and paste, where you could basically create legislation codifying law, a new era of segregation. But we're not going to let that happen because we got brothers like Marlon and you that are making this thing happen. I love that. As a matter of fact, Marlon, and I'm listening to Juliana K-Love talk about the elders, and that was something I envisioned out there on the grounds, to where you get elders, because I'm going back to our ancestors. Because remember, our ancestors were not allowed to read. They would kill you if you read or if you knew how to read. So our ancestors would sit around trees, around a body of water, and maybe in the evening, early in the morning, and young people would sit around in a circle, and the elders would teach each other how to read or to tell stories. So when you said that, that was the first vision I had. I could just see that on the grounds where you had the elders just sharing who lived through Jim Crow, especially in South Carolina, who lived, because we have elders that are still with us.
Yep.
Yeah.
In their 80s and 90s that lived through it in real time. And now to see them trying to bring it back, I think that they could offer a very important perspective on how we need to move forward.
And I think right there, that part right there, I think that's why this movement is so important with what Cousin Marlon and Miss Juliana are doing, because I grew up going to Johns Island with my, that's my grandfather's, brother's land and everything. And so going on Johns Island every 4th of July and getting to see my Brown family and hanging out over there. And it was just always there's like this love that I feel when I'm over there that you just cannot deny. And so to see him flip this thing and make it something such as this, where we're doing community, culture, art, and music, and we get to eat. Sign me up.
That's part of the
Sign
culture.
me up.
Everything you
You
mentioned,
know,
that's part
that's
of the
part of the
culture.
culture.
That's what makes the
Yeah,
culture.
I love that. I love that because this is not a glorified 4th of July. That's not what this is. It's a whole different movement, and it's so needed here. So I'm with it. I'm with it, Marlon, just because this time I get to be on your stage. Please know that, okay? I'm with it because the movement is so much bigger than that.
I feel that. I mean, I'm gonna tell you when you're talking, Gino, I remember, and I regret this. This is one of the situations I regret. My grandmother, in the actual place where the Juke is named after her. It's called Margaret's Meadow, and her name was Margaret. We called her Mag. Um, the She was older. I was maybe about 9, 10 years old. And she was like, we were talking about her going to make quilts. And she was like, I'm gonna take you with you. If you want to come, I will take you with me to go learn how to make quilts. I'll show you how to make quilts. And I was like, yeah, I'll do that because I think making quilts is cool. I mean, but also
You're 9. You want to go play basketball, baseball,
preteen or whatever.
football.
So, but when it came down to it, I chose basketball. I didn't go make those quilts on the day, and I could see the disappointment in her eyes, but also I could see like, all right, he's a kid, he want to go do this.
Let the baby go play. He only 9. Let him have fun.
But then she died soon after. I never got to go make quilts for my grandma.
Wow.
And I really remember that. And so if at the Juke we could have quilt making or sweetgrass basket making or whatever it is, something to, I don't even care if you just teach kids how to make lima beans the right way. Something that's with
sign me up. Lima beans, sign me up. Sign me up. Come on. Come on.
Now, Marlon, listen, you said a mouthful, no pun intended, and I'm sure you probably realize it, but these gas and grocery prices are only going to keep going up. Farmers can't get fertilizer because this foolishness over in the Middle East. So I think that we need to, kind of go back to that, learning how to grow our own food and be able to sustain ourselves and make sure we got some land where, because we don't own too many of these supermarkets. So we need to have some black farmers markets where we growing some food. Hey, I got some collard greens, Marlon, what you got? Or who got some, Juliana, you got a catfish farm? Or Caleb, what you got? Can I get some lettuce? Or you see what I'm saying?
Yep. And so I will say, like this Juke, I really wanted to do a farmers market. I haven't had any vendors who are farmers sign up yet. So that's one of my asks. If there's any vendors out there that's a farmer, a grower or a producer, I don't care if it's catfish, I don't care if it's kale, whatever it is, let's get you out there and from 3 to 8 on a Saturday, come sell whatever you selling and we go from there. So I mean, that's one of the asks I ask of your viewers. If and our platform that we made, I didn't want to segue into that. Like, so the Juke, we made our own ticketing platform. We made our own Eventbrite, basically, because I'm a software engineer. That's my trade. And I've been a software engineer for 20 years, over 20 years. I'm getting old, but so I was able to make our own Eventbrite platform. That's actually, I think now that I'm using it, it's better than Eventbrite. So we have our vendor forms where we can send it out right from our own platform, and sign up vendors and like let's get this. It's only $50 is what we're charging. It's not even a high vendor fee. So if you know anybody, or send them my way.
So Marlon, let everybody watching now, if you are a farmer, a grower, you got somebody in your family, let them if there's a phone number, or tell them where they can go to the website and I guess fill out the application for a vendor. Now's the time to give out that information, because here's the call to action, guys.
Yep. So Juliana, we'll do a phone number since we're live, so we can't. People are not going to remember a website. So
Yeah, so the phone number is, well, first let me say we would love any craftsmen or women as well. So not just our growers, but we're out in the nature. I want mosquito repellent. I'd love to not buy that at a store. I want sunglasses. I would love to have 5 frames of sunglasses and 20 of each of them out there at the Juke, and people that forgot their sunglasses can buy them. I mean, it's endless. So whatever you're making, I want to know about it. Those vendor forms go directly to us on the juketickets.com. They go directly to us. There's the opportunity to share your social platforms so we can look at it, we can reach out and then talk about synergy. There's really no one that we're going to turn away. Like I said, we want to give this space the ability to have a little venue for everybody. So if you're interested in being a vendor, if you're interested in the Juke, have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to shoot us a text or give us a call at 774-368-6974. Again, that is 774-368-6974.
Go on, Juliana, with that CNBC mind. She named it all of it. It's like, because ain't nobody trying to get, because listen, growing up in Chicago, y'all got something. So what's the difference between a no-see-em and a mosquito?
There's no difference except for you calling them the wrong thing. No, see-em and mosquitoes are different. No, they're definitely different.
You know how I know they're different? Because I have never got the size and the itch. Oh my God! And it take about 48 hours. But man, I have never scratched and had like look like somebody got a big ass tumor. What the hell just bit me?
It's not the mosquitoes that are really the problem. Honestly, this time of year, it's the gnats. Gnats are what we call no-see-ems.
Oh, really? Gnats. Is that okay?
Yeah, we call them gnats.
And they bite you, and you get them giant bumps on you like that itch like crazy.
Mosquitoes will bite you, you get the giant bumps. Gnats will bite you, you get smaller bumps, but they still itch just the same.
Gnats are sickening. Mosquitoes gonna bite you and go about their way. Gnats just gonna be around.
Right. And they keep flying around and stuff. And these are different breed of gnats. I don't care what nobody say. These is some industrial scrimp, like thug behind gnats.
It's a game.
Hey, listen, everybody's just watching this video. We are going to take care of the gnats. Y'all doing bad publicity for us now.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
I knew you had it covered.
I knew you had it covered on John's Island.
Yeah, and I knew you had it covered, Marla. And this game to see, I set it up to give you a chance to go ahead and do that. But no, like Kayla, you talking about it's different kind of gnats. South Carolina got different kind of mosquitoes in Chicago. I'm just telling you. I used to get bit by mosquitoes every summer in Chicago. They ain't never itched or looked that big. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they feeding them with different kind of I don't know what's going on, like the Similac.
We surrounded by water.
Oh, that's it right there. No, all jokes aside. No, that's an excellent point. We literally, I mean, Lake Michigan is one thing, but it ain't the Atlantic Ocean. That's a whole different.
I got Sang Tommy in my chat. I'm streaming this live on my Facebook. I got Sang Tommy in my chat talking he ain't coming because of the gnats.
I wish they got the gnats covered. Yeah, they got the gnats. Juliana just called out all the DEET folks and whatever kind of repellent. They got all that.
Yes, we'll be prepared. Tell them rub some rosemary on them or something. We got it.
Man, he's from here. He's heard the skin so soft.
That's a direct call out. Avon, what's up with the skin so soft? Who still sells Avon? That's what
Somebody got
it.
Yeah, well, we need to figure out, come up with our own little formula or ingredient, and have our own version, which would probably work better anyway.
Yeah.
So all right, Marlon, May 30th.
Somebody now about that. Honestly, she's talking to somebody now about our own.
Come on now, let's go.
Yes, I am. There's a young lady that owns she does all kind of body care. Her name on Instagram and social platforms is Naturally Geechee. So we're in the talks of creating a bug repellent, not just gnats, but bugs in general, with all natural products.
Well, tell her she got a customer that
That's awesome.
I tell her to get it ready because I'll order a case.
I will definitely pass that along if she's not tuning in. She's a beautiful young lady, and like I said, she makes all kinds of body products and skincare just for us, with us in mind. So different oils, jojoba oils, and yeah, she's my go-to girl. So fingers crossed she can get us what we need.
Shout her out. What's her name?
Naturally Geechee.
Okay.
Naturally Geechee.
And is that her name or the name of her business?
That's the name of the business. I don't want to shout out her name because I didn't ask her first. But her business.
You giving her a free plug? She need to be cash apping or selling you some money for giving her business a free plug. Talking about don't want to shout out. She need to be like, girl, say my name, give my phone number, email address. I can start taking orders, pre-orders right now.
That's true. That is
so
true.
Marlon, cousin Marlon, June 30th, right?
No,
May.
May 30th. We in May.
I mean May 30th. Forgive me. I got my daughter. My first grandchild is, I think I mentioned to you, actually that's June 20th. But I meant May 30th. It's only my birthday month. But yeah, May 30th.
May 30th. Yeah, we're from 3 to 8. Like I said, we got same time. We didn't even talk about the chef. Yeah, I didn't.
Well, you're talking about him now. You and
All right,
Juliana talk about him
the chef,
now.
please.
And what's on the menu?
On the menu, we are going to be having fried fish, of course, fried fish, red rice. Y'all know.
So now, how many different types of fish will you have fried fish?
I want to say she's just doing one type of fried fish. I didn't ask her what kind because a lot of so we've done fried fish in the past, and the chef is local, like the fish is caught locally. I think it depends on what their fish guy or gal has. But there will be fish. I would assume probably catfish, but I could be wrong.
Man, we in the LowCountry, man. I'm gonna say it in my Geechee voice. We in the LowCountry, man. We could do whiting. I bet you could be whiting.
Okay, I was about to ask him to translate it, but I got it. Whiting. What do the whiting, but throw some catfish on that menu for a brother. It's still got that's the south side of Chicago taste buds still going on.
Got that Mississippi River on you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no doubt. Yep. Real talk.
So yeah, Chef Brittany with the Comfort Plate Catering and Company, and so she'll have red rice, she'll have fried fish. She does this really. I'm so excited about these. They're fried egg rolls, but they have collard greens and mac and cheese inside. And her collard greens, she does smoked turkey neck with them. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And then she'll have cornbread on the side for all of her entrees.
So
can
I get the collard greens without the mac and cheese? If I want like a little.
As far as the egg roll, I want to say it's all in one. That's from my understanding. It's all
okay, so she won't necessarily have like a little small little thing of like a little side of collard greens.
I don't think so, Geno, but I'll put in the special request.
I'm about to make Geno mad. I'm about to unwelcome the Chicago people.
I know. Don't worry. Listen, if you talk to the mayor, she'd be like, his ass, that's what we don't like going on with it, because he eat the same thing. He don't try nothing new. Same thing. So that's okay. That's all right.
No, but that's her staple. She actually was featured at Charleston Food and Wine, or Wine and Food, as well as Black Charleston. Forgive me, guys.
Was it the Taste of Black Charleston?
Taste of Black Charleston. Thank you. Yes, the culinary realm
with the Black Expo. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. So it apparently sold out at both of those with those egg rolls. So you might want to try them as is, but if not, I'll text her and put in the request.
Yeah. Well, Marlon, see, the good news is, like I said, Damaris and Allie, they have a global palate. So all the stuff they love all that. So all the stuff I don't eat, they eat. They love it. The more global it is, the more they love it. You know, they try all kind of stuff. I'm like, y'all, I love you. Y'all go ahead on.
Y'all got my whole comment section talking about gnats. Nah.
All right, listen, they got the gnats covered, so stop. We look, don't do that. Don't use those gnats as no excuse. All right, we come together. We are all we got. School and get you the little travel size. Put it in your pocket or your purse, and just bring it if you have to. Stop making excuses. You do what you want to do when you want to do it bad enough. I got you, Marlon. I got you, cuz. I ain't gonna let them do you that. I ain't gonna let them do you like that. All right. So once again, let everybody know where they can. Now, can they pay once they get to the grounds? I know they can get tickets in advance, so let everybody know where they can go get their tickets now. But if people, sometimes people's money's funny. So if they may not have some money until that last payday at the end of May. So can they actually purchase admission when they get to the grounds?
Yeah. So as I mentioned, we got our own Eventbrite, so you can get your tickets at juketickets.com. JUKE tickets. If you can't spell tickets.
All one word, right? No dot.
One word.
All one word.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't spell tickets. I don't know if you're invited, but
that's okay. We love you. That's we're gonna educate you. That's what that's part of building the community. Everybody, everybody can't be an A student. We got y'all. That's what we can tutor each other. We all got something. We all have something to offer. That's how you build community.
Google will correct you too.
Yeah. So
tickets. Yeah, but then also, we prefer it that way because we know you're coming. We got all you can eat crabs.
Yeah.
We need to know how many people are coming before I buy these crabs.
Yeah, good point.
I don't want to take crabs home.
That's an excellent point.
But also, we are only gonna have 40. Now, how we landed at 42, y'all, I don't know. You have to ask Marlon because I said 30. Marlon came up with 42. Must be his lucky number. But there are only 42 all-you-can-eat crab tickets. And so, as Marlon said, we were over 100 guests last time. So if you know you want to be eating crab, get your tickets early at juketickets.com. Or if you can't spell tickets, text me at 774-368-6974.
All right.
But also you can pay when you get there, but you can't pay for all you can eat crabs.
Correct.
Okay.
So you can pay the general admission is $20. And that's for the entertainment and all that stuff. So yeah, you can pay when you get there.
And Juke Tickets is JUKETICKETS.com. There you go. See?
Yep.
I said it nice and slow, so give you time. So just go back. You can go back and rewind it and keep rewinding it till you can write it down properly. All right. Juliana and Marlon, cousin Marlon, want to give you all the last word in case there's anything else that we need to mention or any other great projects you guys are working on related to the Juke or whatever.
Yeah, I will say, and I'll let the lady. You want to go first?
No, go ahead, and I'll go last.
You're so much more eloquent than me, so I'm gonna say my bum fumble first.
Juliana, is he always as modest? Not really. I kind of pick that energy up. Because I'm pretty good at it. But no, I don't, not that it's phony. He just, and sometimes you don't want to show your whole hand. You don't want everybody to see all the cards that's in your hand. I'm going to throw a couple, but I ain't going to let you see my whole hand. So, but at his core, he seems to be a relatively humble, modest, kind of confident, but, not over the top like me.
Well, I appreciate that, Geno. I want to be humble, but but you can't call yourself humble and be humble. I don't think.
Well, no, you can.
He's humble, but he's witty.
Yeah,
he's opinionated.
I picked that up. That was me doing comedy. I picked up that timing. He got that natural timing and vibe. So, but I think he wanted the lady to go first because his parents raised him right, like my mother who's watching did. So, Miss Juliana, you got the last word first.
Last word, I'm actually going to talk about something that we'd love to have at the Juke that we're working on, which is there's a gentleman named Joshua Minshew. I don't want to mispronounce that. It's Minshew. And it's a young man. He has made this anime, but it's a Gullah Geechee anime. So there's a book And then he most recently came out with a camp. So kids whose parents register them, there'll be a 3-day weekend here in the LowCountry to where those kids can go to camp and they learn all about Gullah Geechee culture. He's creating artifacts so they can see things that we used to hunt with, things that we used to learn how to read, things that you would have found culturally 100 years ago. And it's called Camp Geechee. And so we are working to actually have him at the Juke with us, either this Juke, so May 30th, or our Juneteenth Juke, which will be June 20th. So I would love and I would encourage everyone, come out to the Juke, obviously, for all the reasons we listed. What was that?
June 21st. June 21st.
Oh, June 21st. I apologize. That's Sunday, whatever that Sunday is. Come out and see us, and ideally see him. But if you are not able to make it out for any reason and you have young kids, I think it's anywhere from 10 to 18. If you have kiddos, plug that into Instagram real quick. Camp Geechee. He's doing amazing things for the kids so that there's somebody like Marlon or myself 40 years from now providing spaces like this.
Cousin Marlon, you got the floor.
All right, for me, I really want to shout out Juke tickets. It's not just for the Juke. It's for anybody that's promoting or selling tickets. It's an Eventbrite alternative. It's not even, so I think having our own ticketing system is something that we could, I don't know, it could be something that can grow pretty big. It has vendor management, it has financials with insights and all that stuff, everything you need to know, the things that event organizers don't even really think about sometimes, like how much money did I make on this event? How much did I spend? So it has expenses and all that stuff. So anyway, juketickets.com. And because I'm local, we've already onboarded a couple of local promoters. We can build a product together. Because you can text me and be like, hey, this is what I need this to work like this. And we can build that. So, I mean, I think that it's a cool thing. So that, and also anybody that's wants to teach Gullah Geechee culture to another generation, please reach out to us. I don't want the watered down stuff anymore. I'm tired of it. I like lima beans with neck bones and ham hocks in it. I don't want no turkey. I mean, I want pig. I want pig in my lima beans. I'm sorry.
He said, don't worry about the blood pressure. Don't worry with the doctor gives you some medicine.
You need to worry about the blood pressure because you don't need to eat it every day. But if you're gonna cook it, you're right.
There you go. Moderation. That's the key. You're right. Moderation is the key.
Yeah.
Moderation.
But even folks that garden and stuff that know why we eat certain things certain times a year. Why there's a young chef, a young lady, Chef Amethyst, that on her personal page she talks about dandelions and all the things that are lost to us or almost lost. Anybody like that wants to teach us all in one breath, each one teach one. So anyone who's got something to teach.
My grandfather, Grant Brown, was a farmer. He, I remember picking watermelons on that same land that Juke is on.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And we've gone the whole show. Give everybody, those that are watching, give them the address because I'm sure you'll get some folks. We got 95, we got 26, we got right. So you can jump on 95, come down or come up, and come over from I-20, jump on 26, jump on the plane. Fares are kind of high, but I don't know, late Tuesday night, I think 2, 3 in the morning, that's going to be about the best. Here's a little hat for you. If you're going to buy some tickets, like Tuesday night, Monday, Tuesday night, late, early in the morning, you'll see the lowest fares. Oh, the algorithm, I guess the algorithm has figured out that the fewest people that are up buying tickets are like in the middle of the night. So they throw them low fares. So set that little snooze and let me save a couple $100 on them tickets. But yeah, what's the address, cousin Marlon?
Yeah, I'm gonna add one for you. Find tickets in the incognito mode on Chrome.
Okay.
The price will change. You can do it in the regular Chrome, and then incognito, the price will change.
So what does that look like? Because I got Gmail and Google and Chrome. So what does that look like for those who are not The brilliant tech savvy minds like you.
if you go on Chrome and you see that little 3 dots, that up in the top right, it's like 3 dots right by your name or whatever.
Okay.
Click those 3 dots and it'll say new incognito window.
Oh, I've seen that. I didn't know that.
Incognito window and search for the prices of the tickets, and they'll be different.
You should.
And then in Safari, it's a guy wearing a hat, and I always thought his name was Ignacio, but I guess it's incognito.
Incognito.
Okay.
Yeah.
See what you learned on the Geno Jones show, y'all. Man, you should never told me that, boy. That's a double hack. So I'll be up at 3 in the come in the studio, open up my Google Chrome. Where's incognito? Oh, there you go, incognito. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do this.
Yeah.
What's the address, Marlon, for the grounds?
1317 Cook Road, Cooke Road, Johns Island, South Carolina.
So was that road? Was it named after someone in the family?
Not Cook Road.
Okay. Because I've learned a lot of streets here are named after, certain families, I guess, that live in a certain community. The street may be named after some of the families.
Cook Road came later. It was called Humbert Road.
Okay.
And I think that one means something, the connecting Humbert Road, but I have to ask my dad. I don't know the story behind Humbert Road, so yeah.
Good deal. K-Love, you got the last word, birthday girl. Making that funny face.
I got the last word.
Yeah, you got the last word.
Well, okay. Okay. Well, first off, thanks again to Cousin Marlon and Miss Juliana for being here with us tonight. I am really excited about my first Juke experience because just from learning from the both of you. First of all, Juliana, can I just say I love your energy. You have like this really soothing energy about you. I like that.
Very zen. You're right, Kay. Very zen. Yes.
It's very zen and very like earthy. And that might not even be the right. I like it. I don't know what it is. I like it.
Light, happy, always smiling.
Yeah.
What's your sign, Juliana?
Ooh, if we had more time, I'd make y'all guess, but I'm a Leo.
Okay.
Really? Okay.
I don't really know a lot of Leos. If I do, I don't really. Yeah, I don't know.
But one of my besties is
So your birthday's this summer. What, July or August?
August 16th.
August 16th. Okay.
So now you know.
I'm a Leo too.
Wait, what was the last part, Juliana?
Okay.
Marlon is a Leo too.
Who's the Leo? Who else is a Leo?
Marlon.
Oh, is he? All right, July, August, Marlon.
August 8th. August.
Wow.
Okay.
That's when you know that's when you know a connection is divine, because you couldn't plan it that way.
But I just I love both of y'all's energy, like you and Marlon, like y'all's energy, and I feel like there couldn't be a better pair of folks doing something like this. And with Marlon having the tie to the land, like directly tied to the land, the culture, the history. Like that's some amazing stuff, and I'm really looking forward.
They complement each other, Kate. I see what you do. Their energy and spirit complements each other.
And I'm sorry, I get tickled every time that, like Geno, when you would ask a question and Marlon be like, "I'm gonna let Juliana handle that," because she's she's all eloquent. But Marlon, I like when you speak too, because you speak with an authority. You got this thing, cousin, that you do, like you. Very intelligent, but I can tell you don't play no games.
He playing himself short. But listen, you don't become a software engineer and be slow and do it for 25.
Exactly.
So miss me with that, cuz I hear what you're saying, but no. You ain't on no. And listen, no disrespect to the short bus, but no, you ain't. You ain't no software engineer on the slow bus.
No, I really love what y'all have going here, and I am so excited about May 30th, like seriously, because I know it's going to be amazing to witness. It's like I've heard about it, but I actually get to be there and I get to be a part of it. So that's like super humbling, super blessing. They didn't touch on it, but I actually am going to be the MC that day at the Juke, and I'm so freaking excited. I am. Like that is such an amazing honor, and I'm thankful to both of y'all for the opportunity for trusting K Love with something, because this is a beautiful thing y'all got going, and thank you for trusting me with that. I'm sure you'll be pleased. I'm gonna do you well. You don't have to
Oh,
worry
she gonna
about.
rep. Wait, because you didn't go to the last one either, right?
No, I had an event that day. I was
Oh,
emceeing out at School of the Arts fashion show, so I
okay,
couldn't
that's right.
go.
Because you had
Yeah,
an event and I had to host a hockey game. So hopefully there's no hockey
yeah,
game on May 30th, so I can come out there and celebrate my
yeah.
birthday. So
Yeah, once I found out the date, I blocked that date off on my calendar. I think I had somebody reach out asking me to do something. I was like, "Oh no, baby, I'm not. Catch me
good,
another time. I'm
Marlon,
not available."
that's a Saturday, right? May 30th.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they have to find a backup for that game
And Marlon,
if
I
they're
got a
still playing. I
question.
don't know if they're still going to be playing May 30th, but I'll find out.
I had a question, Marlon or Juliana, whichever. I know you're doing the all-you-can-eat crabs, and I know you've got Chef Brittany. Isn't there's additional food as well that's going to be served or sold? Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we have a house kitchen. So if you want to do you want to do kind of the easy comfort food type stuff, we're not really trying to get deep. So
Gotcha.
you get wings and stuff like that if you want to.
I was just about to say, please tell me you got a chicken wing for your cousin.
Yeah,
Please tell me you got one.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
She's
we
saying
do
that for
it.
her and me because she know how picky I am. She like, if they don't have no catfish, as long as they got some wings, the boy gonna eat some chicken wings.
As long as I can get me a libation and some chicken wings, I'm good. I don't need anything else. And I love seafood. Don't misunderstand me. I love seafood, but chicken wings, that is my guilty pleasure. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Looking
We'll
very
have
forward to it.
other options there too. And honestly, I'm not quite sure yet, but I'll just say here, we may do a food truck, maybe.
Okay.
And
Okay.
maybe we've been kind of steering away from because we don't want to overlap with the chef that's there, and then
No, valid
yeah.
point. Yep, valid point.
Yeah, definitely. Very valid.
Because the
Very
chef gives it
valid.
a whole different experience. So you're right.
Yeah.
You trust your first mind, as my grandmother would say, Marlon. That's your spiritual mind. Your instincts. You listen. You got this far, trusting your judgment. It's working for you. So don't start second guessing it now.
Definitely. Yeah.
All
Good
right.
stuff.
Juliana Mickle Marlon Brown, cousin Marlon, with the Juke, Miss K Love, the big nickel girl. What it feel like being the big? She legal, y'all. So y'all can really buy a drink now. Get her drunk.
Yeah. It's weird because I woke up feeling different this morning. Like it's definitely a blessing. It's a blessing, but I felt
explain that. What was the feeling? What felt different?
settled. I feel more settled.
Oh,
now.
spiritually,
I
you
feel
mean
like
spiritually you felt
spiritually.
different. Okay.
Spiritually, I feel settled, and I'm still. I'm only one day in, of being 50, but it's an amazing feeling. It is. I'm trying not to question it because there is that part of me that's like, girl, we really want to do this. Like I got a choice, right? But it's like it's a humbling feeling, but it's also a blessing. It's a blessing to see 50.
Wait a minute, Julianne and Marlon. Hold on now. Wait a minute. You talking about? Do you really want to do this? You don't want the alternative?
No, I don't. No.
Gee, you better stop.
No.
There's a whole cemetery full of folks that would love to trade places. They'd be like, shit, girl, let me bring my ass. Come on, jump your ass in this. Let me come on back out here and kick it one couple more so I can go to the Juke one more time.
Right. I think
if they come out the grave, don't come to the Juke, please.
wait, Marlon said, hold on. This is not the sequel to Sinners. We ain't doing that.
Sinners or Thriller.
They might do that at the New Orleans Juke, but not the Charleston Juke.
But not the Charleston Juke.
I ain't scared of no vampires.
Right.
You can have around to find out.
Right. I think for me, it is still an emotional, the realization, setting in, and definitely the different physical changes and all that, because I partied hard Friday, Saturday. Sunday was kind of relaxed because family came over. So I'm paying for it now. I'm so tired. That's why y'all saw me over here looking crazy, because my body is like, girl, are you crazy? Like, I danced like a mad woman Friday and Saturday, and I knew I had no business. I had no business, but I had such a ball. It was so much fun, but I'm paying for it today. When I tell you, as soon as I get off of here, there's some Epsom salt waiting on me. It's game over. Game over. I can't.
That's what they got.
Oh.
That's what they got Advil for. You'll be all right.
Yes,
Advil
sir.
and ice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good
All
stuff.
right. Marlon Brown, Juliana Mickle. Man, I love, like K-Love said, I love you all's energy. It's so much fun. You know, I can make you all like regular guest co-hosts because the energy, but just what you guys have created. Look, I'm honored that you even share it on my platform because I think it is so crucial. And Marlon, you are really spot on in terms of passing this down, the stories, just the whole experience to the next generation. That's something we got to do better collectively, you know, and maintain and keep it in the culture, keep it in the community, and stop selling it off to people who don't give a shit about it, who just want to bootleg it and get a buck off of it, and it'll screw it up because it won't be the same. And folks that know the real, they be like, what is this? Get this. This ain't no. Like you said, Marlon, this ain't no. Get this nasty shit out of here. All right. Thank you, guys.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yes.
For Marlon and Juliana, as far as the Juke goes, media access, how does that part work? Like, if there are people that are interested, that are part of media teams, and that sort of thing, what do y'all offer for media teams?
That's a great question, because I've actually had 2 content creators, influencers reach out. I'm open to any discussion. So offering something, we haven't curated anything as of yet, but we'd love to make it together. Let's figure out what the media teams are looking for. I will say we're going to be really protective with the story itself. We've got some news places reach out about the story. So we're going to probably hold that one a little closer to the heart. But as far as access and being able to come and experience it and get it on video and get footage, we're open to conversations. And we'd love to kind of meet everybody where they're at if possible.
Should they call you at the same number, at that 774?
They can. That's a number that I will respond to. So they can absolutely reach out via that number, via any of our social platforms.
Give us that number again, Juliana. Give us that number again.
774-368-6974. Again, 774-368-6974.
And JukeTickets.com. 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 May 30th. Is it 4 to 8 or 4 to 9?
3 to 8.
3 to 8.
And we may do a little after party, maybe. I'm not thinking about a DJ too. We may.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
My bartenders, close your ears.
Yeah, so we want to do it. We want to do a family friendly time, and then maybe an adult time after 8. So
well, I am going to be celebrating my birthday since and Kay will too, but my birthday will be closer because mine is next Wednesday, so that will be only 10 days after. So.
Yeah,
and
that's all right.
And technically, that'll be Gemini season, but Taurus season is like really every day. But May is definitely a whole month of May. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So I'll be in full celebration mode. So we're looking forward to that. And on the way out, Marlon, give us that address again.
1317 Cook, Cooke. I think my people call it Cookie Road, but Cook, Cooke Road.
I love
John Douglas, South Carolina.
Thank you, Juliana Mickle, Marlon Brown from the Juke. K-Love, the birthday girl, the big nickel. Go get some sleep. Hey, listen, let me tell you something, Kay. There are two forces in nature, 2 forces in all of human history and beyond that's undefeated. Mother Nature and Father Time.
True.
Father Time, and I'm fighting Father Time too. But Father Time is it's like Ali and Frazier, the Thriller in Manila.
Right. Yeah.
But Father Time is undefeated. I don't know how many people have been on the planet since the first cave dude. Whatever that number is on the left, and that little dash and 0.
Yeah.
Father Time.
Right.
Father Time.
Yes, sir. You're right.
Father Time is undefeated. So go on and take another nap, get some rest.
Right on. Thank you.
Juliana, Marlon, we'll see you guys on the 30th of May.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, guys.
Y'all at the Juke.
Thank y'all.
I love having them on the show. It's so much fun, and they both have beautiful spirits and beautiful energy. All right, listen, thanks everybody for watching. Listen, I am here live Monday through Friday normally, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 Central, 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast. So no live show on Wednesday and no live show on Friday because we have a hockey team. I'm the hype man for the hockey team, the in-game announcer, interacting with the fans, all up on the big jumbotron and in the stands on the ice. So the next live show is going to be Thursday, 7:30 p.m. We will see you then. Shout out to Allie Jones, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check her out on Instagram, lx.ncl_. lx.ncl_. Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the show. Check him out on IG, Kel, KELBECUTTINUP. Kel be cutting up. If you'd like to be a sponsor, if you'd like to advertise, love to have you as part of the family, shoot me an email, GenoJonesShow@gmail.com. All one word, GenoJonesShow@gmail.com, where you can support the show and my media company financially. You can use Zelle. Just use GenoJonesShow@gmail, or you can cash app $ the word Dad G Jones. Dad, like D, capital D, lowercase a d, capital G J, lowercase ONES. Dad G Jones. All right, we'll see you Thursday. We'll see you live Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.